Yo, what up, guys? We're back. Double D Ball here. We're your hosts, Daniel and DeAndre. D, you can say what up.
What's up, guys?
What up? And we're here to talk about a week after the trade deadline and some All-Star predictions that we have for the coming weekend. So please, first, we would like you to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends, family, whoever. And thanks for tuning in again, guys.
Yeah, the support means a lot from any viewer we get right now. We're just trying to build up the channel. But to get into today's video, let's start talking about the Lakers, man. The Lakers, this is probably the best they've looked all season. From one game. One game I'm saying this. I know it's just one game, but that game I felt like it showed a lot of what they're finna do in these next couple weeks. They're I think 2-3 games behind the play in, and I feel like they have changed mine and a lot of people's mind on what their ceiling really could be now for the rest of the season.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll say, as a LeBron fan, I'm not a Laker fan. I am a LeBron fan, and from what for I agree with what you said, man. Like I think this team looks a lot better. Fit wise, the Lakers look fantastic. D'Lo looks great. 3-point shooter, perfect with LeBron and AD. Beasley, 3-point shooter, perfect alongside them. Vanderbilt, energy guy, big rebound guy. They look a lot better, man. I'm really happy about them. I can't lie though. Recently, and this hasn't been too long, but AD hasn't been looking the best.
Mm.
Uh, Back in November, this guy was playing like an absolute MVP. Um, Recently, he needs to be more aggressive, and I think the last game he was he was at that point where he was going back to that November time where he was really good. And if they can play this well for the next 20, 25-ish games left, I they're definitely making the play in, man. That's what I think.
Yeah, I totally agree. They could even be a lock, man. I wouldn't even say that's crazy. So one thing, Vanderbilt, I think that's the best signing that they could have got out of the three guys. I think he's gonna be low key the most important person because he just relieves so much stress on the defensive end for this team. LeBron ain't
Mhm.
no crazy defender nowadays. AD's taking a tiny step down, and he legit will give AD such an easier time. AD damn deleted his Instagram, and now look at all this stuff. He's been hearing it because honestly, he had not been that good ever since he came back. I don't know if it was the injury that really messed up the trajectory he was on, but he got to get back to that 25 points, 10 rebounds every game like that.
Mhm.
That's where he was doing better than that at the beginning of the season. And if they have that from him, man, I really think this Laker team can be surprised. They ain't winning nothing. They ain't going to no conference final, nothing like that. But man, they were on pace to not make the playoffs, and this I legit feel so confident that they can make the playoffs just from these trades. So big up to
Right.
them, man. They could be the winners of the whole trade deadline, but then there's
Possibly.
the Suns, but we ain't getting into all that.
I will say, final thing on them, their biggest problem is injury wise. You know, AD is glass sometimes. This guy his bones are made of straight glass sometimes.
Mm.
Braun, him getting older, he has time off like here now, and they need those two guys on the court. I seen a post on Twitter saying that the Lakers, if they want a guaranteed spot at the playoffs, they need a 60% win percentage from now until the end of the season. Is that possible? Yeah, but they need those two guys.
They need
They,
to.
like if Ron and AD need to be at both of them need to be there at the games. If they are not there, then I don't think they're getting that 60 percentage from now to the end of the season. But I think they know that. I think they're really gonna try to be there. Because they don't want to miss the playoffs a second year in a row. That would be bad. That
No,
would
no
definitely be bad.
chance. No chance. true.
But I think we should move on. And this team, before the trade deadline, was not looking like a contender. But oh boy, did the Phoenix Suns look dangerous right now. They added arguably the best scorer of all time in NBA history. You know, super versatile, 3 level scorer. He's dangerous from anywhere. Kevin Durant, man, it was honestly when I woke up to that, I was so shocked. I couldn't believe it, and maybe I shouldn't have been because Kyrie being traded, him requesting the trade in the past off season. Um, yeah, that it was crazy. How do they look? How do they look for this season? And of course, the season's coming going forth. For this season, no, it is very short notice, especially because Kevin Durant hasn't played a game with them yet. Um, but he has KD. He's the type of guy that he can fit on any team. To be honest with you, because of course he can play on the ball, but he can play just as well off the ball. This guy can shoot from anywhere. Of course, he's played with many superstar players, as we all know. Um, so I think he's going to fit in very well with CP and D-Buck. All mid-range killers, man.
Range killers,
They're a dangerous team.
man. This is talk about a team that legit can score anywhere on the floor. Like maybe they're not getting the most layups to the net. They're not driving to the net like that, but man, they're getting their paint touches with DeAndre Ayton. They're getting all the mans can get it in the mid range, and then those two men are Durant and Booker. They still can shoot a three crazy. So this team's nice, man. But the only thing is, when you talk about this team, you're only talking about 4 people. You ain't gonna talk about the fifth starter or the bench. That's the only thing that this season I feel like may stop them. But going forward after this season, man, I feel like they are gonna be unstoppable. Depending on how long CP could play at a high level.
Absolutely.
Besides that, I feel like legit the future looks so great for them. But right now, it's hard to say without seeing them play. But you can't be down on them. It's legit Kevin
Right.
Durant. Like without Kevin Durant and Devin Booker playing, they were a top 3 seed. Devin Booker goes out, they drop down. But now Devin Booker is back. You hope he's healthy and he's back for good. You hope KD is gonna come back for good and legit their trajectory just gonna go back up. I swear they're I don't remember where they are in the standing, but I want to say they're a playoff lock again now. A playoff lock
They
again now.
definitely could be after KD joins.
Yeah,
Well, they're the fifth seed right now.
fifth seed
They're
to fifth.
one win under the Clippers.
Yeah,
Who
so
I think they just played the other day. Yeah,
yeah,
and
they just lost. They just lost. But yo, Katie,
Liverpool.
all I'm saying, Katie's playing. They ain't losing that game. But I would say
Yeah,
for if not this year, which it's all up in the air. They could win. They could not win. I don't think it's theirs to lose, like most media are saying. But I feel like in the future, this is the scary team. This is the team that everyone looks out for. No Boston, no more, no Golden State. This is the team that is the number one in basketball when you look at skill. But
and
we have to wait to see how they play.
yeah. One last thing I have to say about these guys. Of course, these three guys are talented, and you brought up how the depth of this team isn't the best, which obviously they had to lose depth to get KD. That's just how it goes. That's how trades go. But another thing that's really scary for them is that these three guys are kind of injury prone. Now, not so much Devin Booker. He did suffer that injury this year, of course. He missed like over a month. I want to say maybe was it close to 2 months?
Almost 2 months, I want to say. Yeah,
Almost 2 months. Of course, CP is a big one because not only is he getting old, but he's always been somewhat injury prone throughout his career. Of course, this year he hasn't been playing the best. Now, alongside Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, you have your center there in DeAndre Ayton. This guy has plenty of guys to pass through. He'll find a shot, but you know, he'll have guys to pass to for the most part. But the main thing is we have to somewhat be afraid of them being injured, and that's just the reality. Because of course, Kevin Durant, who I haven't mentioned yet, as everyone knows how injury prone he's been. He's recently missed a whole year on an Achilles tear. Back on his first year in Brooklyn. This year he missed some time. Last year he misses time every year. You know,
Every day, man.
so we're like not to put no bad karma on these guys, but imagine, again, we shouldn't put so much pressure on them this year, but next year, what if something happens then? And of course you can say that on with any
That
team.
can be with anyone. You gotta
You can
hope,
say
man.
that with any team, but because these guys have a history, especially the best guy, two of their top three guys are really injury prone at this point of their career. It's something to say.
Yeah. Last point. Jumping on that. Even if I do agree they are injury prone, I would still think that they're not even the most injury prone team. So I guess they got them going for it. Lakers more injury prone. What was the other team I had? Damn.
Well,
Whatever. My bad.
honestly, not really. Like, I mean, AD carries that injury
Hey,
prone.
and LeBron. LeBron the past season was injured more than KD was. More than
Not
Booker was, I want to say. The last
not
couple seasons,
not much.
LeBron.
But well, okay, you are right. You are right. You are right. It's like AD definitely carries that torch for sure.
Yeah,
But I
80,
mean,
80 something
we'll
else.
we'll, we'll see, man.
The Clippers
We'll
was the
see.
other team. The Clippers was the other team.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Well,
that's what you call injury
first
prone.
the,
Okay.
the injury management team over there.
Okay, but let's move on. Let's move on from this team.
Yeah.
Let's talk about let's talk about Sacramento. The
Okay.
Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings. They have the most clutch player in basketball right now. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? The first year that they make a new trophy for the clutchest player, it's the damn Kings, man, is the front runner for it. De'Aaron Fox, man.
I
I
love it.
must,
I
I
love it.
must, I must say, I'm not one to watch a lot of De'Aaron Fox. I'm not one to watch a lot of Sacramento. So they really thrown me off this year for how they've been playing. For the games I've watched of them, they seem like a very organized team. They seem like they all know their roles. They didn't make a lot of trades in the deadline, so they feel like what they have going forward is will work for them. But I don't know. I don't know about Sacramento for long term, man. How you feel about them?
I'll be honest. I'm loving what I'm seeing from them. The fact that this team has been on such a playoff drought for the past, is it 16 years that the
16, I want to
brand
say.
has missed the playoffs, and
Yeah.
now they're at the moment. I think the three seed. Uh, yes, the three seed. That's fantastic for them. I got to applaud to them. Um, I think they're gonna do. They're gonna. They are a playoff lock for sure. I would say they are a playoff lock this year
Ooh, I would
because
disagree.
if and the reason I say that is how are you going to miss this perfect chance to break um, your playoff drought when you have held that three seed for the longest time at this point? It would be such travesty if they missed out this year. How
I feel
terrible
you.
would that be?
Man,
And they're a good team. They have great players surrounded by their two stars, which mesh together great. Obviously, um, going back to the clutchest player reward that they that they've done this year for the first time. It's kind of funny that De'Aaron Fox is the front runner for that when he has never been an All Star at this point in his career.
till this year.
Obviously, until is
He's
he
a
an All Star?
replacement. He's a replacement. But
Replacement, right, right.
technically, yeah.
Yeah, we count that. We count that. Um, you know, he first time, and it's cool. It's cool that he got it. It's cool that he got it. Sabonis is obviously a Jokic light. He's a great passer. He's a great offensive center. And around those guys, they have a good team. So I personally think they will 100%. They are 100% playoff lock. We'll see what in the years coming because the West is getting certainly very weak. Um, but we like to see that they are. And I would think that if I were to put some money on it, I think they make the playoffs this year.
Oh, see, I feel like you would lose that money, sir. And
Yeah.
the reason for that is I feel like the teams under them, they I think are ahead by 2 3 games from all the teams even in the play-in. They are not susceptible. I hope I said that word right. To going on a drought of 3 4 games losing streaks, and I feel like the team under them, they know that they're not where they should be in the standings. These teams they're gonna get a kick in the butt for these last couple of games. The Clippers are under them. Golden State's under them. Phoenix is under them. Dallas is under them. Lakers is under them. These teams are I feel like ever since the deadline, their trajectory is just up. I don't know if I can say the same about Sacramento. Not saying that they're just gonna fail and just I don't know, just capitulate, but I can't see them being positive for the rest of the season. I can't see them on like no, I don't know. Just some about them. I don't think they can carry on what they're doing to the degree that the teams under them are not gonna push, gonna really push them. So I'll be shocked. I'll hold my hands up if they're in third. If they're a playoff lock, I'll be shocked. I really feel like they're gonna be playing in the play-in.
Uh,
I really
yeah,
gotta say
I'll
that.
be honest. To me, like I'm trying to be positive for them, man. Like
Yeah,
I would feel if they miss the playoffs again this year, how good this team
that's
has
tough.
been.
That's tough.
I would feel so bad for that franchise and for the fans. That'd be terrible, bro.
Hey, I must ask you: do you think that they should have bought in the deadline, or you think that they should have just kept their team how it is?
I think what they did. I buying too much on this team right now. I don't think is a good idea. I think they're good enough to make the playoffs this year. I think if they bought him too much, like if they went for an OG, for example, I think that would have been a little too early. I think do what you can this year. I am disagreeing with you. I think they will make the playoffs. Do that. Feel those games out. Feel the obviously your first many of those players. Well, not many of them, but the team in general, first time in the playoffs. Feel that out. Next year's coming. Build on top of that. But yeah, I think their trade deadline was fine.
So moving on from all things trade deadline, All Star game is coming up tomorrow. Starts tomorrow. The next 2 days, the break from all basketball for this event. Let's predict, man. Let's predict.
Yeah.
You
So
want a list?
yeah. So we got our three events during the All Star game. We have the skills challenge, we have the 3 point contest, we have the slam dunk contest, and of course the actual All Star game itself. We'll be predicting the MVP on that. So we'll start off with the skills challenge. So we have 3 teams. We have, of course, the team Antetokounmpos, the Antetokounmpo brothers. We have Team Jazz. Of course, Utah is hosting the All Star event this year, so they have to get 3 players on that team. We have Clarkson, Walker Kessler, Owen Sexton representing them. And then the Team Rooks, the rookies. We have Paulo Banquero, Jaden Ivey, and Jabari Smith. So, DeAndre, who you got winning the skill challenge? I think this is an easy pick for me, honestly.
So the skills challenge. I think the Antetokounmpo brothers, no shot, no shot. I don't
Yeah,
know. They got skills, but like I don't think any of them can shoot like that. Like just plus like how they did last year. I don't think they run in for unless they really practicing. You know, they got real life chemistry. They brothers, but
that's true.
they're not the most skillful brothers. Respectfully,
But
respectfully,
you know who else has chemistry on these 3 teams?
the
How about
Utah.
the 3 guys on the one team, the
Hmm.
Team Jazz? That's
Those
who
are
I
the
got winning.
winners. Those are the winners, man. Like the team Rooks, I don't like those rookies. Like none of those rookies can shoot. Really, Jaden Ivey to me is so watching
Oh,
him
Paulo's
play
nice.
legit
Paulo's
hurts,
nice.
man. Paulo's good, but not a better's favorite. That's the insider. He's not a better's favorite. But Jaden Ivey, he really ain't it. Jabari Smith Jr. is cool. He's a good defender, but not really for the ball in his hands. So I don't know. I really just think Utah got this.
I think yeah, they got their team in the All Star. Their city is representing the All Star game, so they're gonna go hard for their
They
city.
gotta represent. They gotta
That's an
represent.
easy pick personally.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should move on to the 3 point contest where I think it's going to be competitive, man. I feel like the 3 point competition in general, the players take it pretty seriously. I think they all players that participate wanna win for sure. Um, or at least it means more than the skill challenge. We'll
Okay.
say that for the league. So we got the players participating. We got Tyrese Halliburton, Tyler Hero, Buddy Hield, Kevin Herter, Damian Lillard, Ori Markkinen, uh, Julius Randle, and Jason Tatum. So we got a few guys here, some great 3 point shooters in this list. Who you got winning this one?
So I gonna give you a winner and loser because you said one name that really stuck out. Tyrese Halliburton. I know he ain't no damn 3 point shooter. He ain't
Wow.
no damn. I know he can. He's been hitting it better this year. He changed his form. He's been doing better, but nah. He for the games that I've seen, the stats that I've seen, he don't. He's not winning. He's not winning. And watch egg on my face after he win. But
Hey man,
he's
that's
my
all
last
right. All
place.
right.
He's my
You can see
last
what you
place
want.
bet. He's my last place bet. My winner
Okay.
is his teammate, Buddy Hield. I feel like Buddy
Yeah.
Hield gonna win. I watched the Pacers last time. Last time they played, I forget who they played, but they came back against the Bulls, and anytime Buddy Hield had an open three, I swear he hit it. I swear this man hit it, man. I
You've got it.
I swear he had like one of the craziest percentages last year for threes. I think he dropped a little bit this year, but I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get that Laker deal. But regardless, he's my choice. I feel like he is the best pure 3 point shooter out of all those guys. Honorable mention I'll give to Tyler Hero. I feel like he gonna pop off, but yeah.
Okay. Well, I think you had a good pick there because he's my. I have a 1A 1B. Okay, so maybe I'm cheating here, but if we're gonna pick we're gonna be haters here. Pick our last place. Honestly, man, I got Julius Randle coming in last. Look, like
Dang.
he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. I feel like I don't know what it is. I just feel like he's gonna come in last, man. Like I don't know.
Man.
Maybe I'm a hater.
No
Screw it.
lie, no lie. Quickly, the threes that he makes this season, he legit pulls up yo with people in his face. So maybe he'll struggle
Yeah.
with the open threes, but we'll see.
We'll see. I got him coming in last. Not that it matters though. It matters who wins at the end of the day. And personally, so I had 1A 1B. My 1B is gonna be Buddy Hield.
Okay.
Obviously he has the best 3 point percentage out of all these guys. So he is a great pick to have. I think he won this competition a few years ago. So I mean, he has experience clearly. I got my pick here is Kevin Herter. He has been struggling a little bit from three recently,
Yeah, man.
but but that's his thing though. 3 point shooting. He's good. I think he's gonna heat up. Kevin Herter.
I feel like maybe I also feel like he was so hot from three at the beginning of the year that people really started to guard him, man. People knew scouting report, yo, you can't like Kevin Herter come up here and just rain threes because that's what he does. So teams have probably been guarding him harder where he can't get it easily, but these are open threes. With a 3 point shooter like him, a specialist, like he really should want to shine. So I feel like that's a good guess, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I think one last thing. I think Dame's gonna go hard on this one too. No Curry, so he's gonna gonna want to shut that down. But
But man, he's not going from the logo, yo. These are 3 pointers, yo. I don't know
yeah,
if it.
but they have that deep shot. I forgot what it's called, but
Oh
they
yeah,
have
the
like a
last one, the last like that one extra shot. Facts, yo.
yeah. It's like
That's his shot,
like a
yo.
green circle or some shit. I don't know what it is,
That's
but
his
it's like.
shot, yo.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I personally really like the 3 point contest, so we'll see how it goes down. But we're on to our last slam dunk competition, and yeah, last year, let's just say it was one of the worst slam dunk competitions. Let's hope this year is better. We got Trey Murphy the third, Jericho Sims, Mac McClung, and Kenyon Martin Jr. And I know this one's pretty hard to predict, but dude, who you got here?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest with everyone watching. I've never seen Kenyon Martin or Max McClung dunk. Full
Oh,
full. I've never seen them dunk. So I ain't going sugarcoat it. I ain't picking those two. I've seen Trey Murphy dunk on transition. I personally have not seen him post or nobody, but I'm pretty sure he has. I'm pretty sure there's clips out there, but I maybe have not seen it. And this Sims man, this Sims man, he the one I going for. I seen his hops for the Knicks a couple times, man. Just out of nowhere, just he's the one I'm going for. I don't even know about these guys creative or nothing. The dunk contest, I feel like the last couple years, it's not as sought after as it used to be. So I feel like people aren't as locked in. So I just Jericho Sims, he gonna win. If he don't win, I ain't too mad. But that's my guess.
they need to get the stars back in the dunk
Mm-hmm.
contest. Right? They need them back in.
Like not a single
Personally,
single starter for their team.
right, right. For me, look, it's hard to predict this. Well, who knows who's gonna pull what out? I got Max, man. I think let me go for the underdog here. He's not even in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's not an NBA player right now. If this guy wins, this guy's getting a contract right away. This guy's going right back in the league, man. I'm rooting for that guy.
Whichever
So,
NBA team gives him that contract is stupid though for giving him a contract for dunking. But hey,
hey, man, hey, what? Can't hate on a guy getting his money, man. That's what I'm gonna say. Last topic we have All-Star MVP. Um, this one's kind of a hard one to predict too. Um, because some players go hard in the All Star game, some players don't give a shit about the All Star game. So, who do you have
so
getting the All Star MVP?
mine's a little petty reason. I'm gonna give the guy a little jab saying this, but because this man is so desperate for any type of MVP, I wonder if you know who I'm going with.
Yeah, he's my pick too. He's my pick too.
Joel
He's my pick too.
Embiid. Joel Embiid getting a damn
Yeah,
MVP. He gonna
yeah,
dunk on Jokic. He gonna just do some disrespectful shit. He not coming second, not third. This man's getting his first MVP with an asterisk,
yeah.
but it's an
All Star
MVP.
MVP, baby.
Yo, he needs some. Steph Curry ain't playing, so it's legit open for everybody.
Right.
Everybody. So I would go with Joel Embiid. I feel like I don't know. He wants to win an MVP. Let him get his first.
I think he's gonna go hard. For the exact reasons that you said. I think because he's had some he's a good player. Obviously, he's been disrespected by the media. Um, I think he's gonna go off. He's gonna show everybody why he deserves that MVP, and they're gonna give him one. Maybe not the one he wants, but hey, you got a trophy on the wall, man. Give it to him. Give it to him.
Look at you. We giving him a slide disc, but he winning the MVP. He winning the MVP. But
Is what it is.
that concludes the trade recap of where the team's at now and the All Star predictions. So thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all
I hope you
enjoyed.
enjoyed the discussion.
Let us know what y'all want to see next. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that stuff. Come help the boys out. Now y'all see our faces. Hopefully it's a deeper connection with y'all. And until next time.